Hello, this is Signal and Insights, the podcast. I am Gabriel Velez, the CEO of Crowd Answers, and this is the show where we sit down with the people shaping how businesses grow, sell, and make smarter decisions. My guest today is Dennis Stotenberg. Dennis is the co-founder and CEO of Social Strategy One, a digital marketing agency. And he's also the co-founder of a new company called OrchandLink that is building the next generation of business text messaging, the kind that is powered by AI and actually carries your brand. He spent his career helping businesses figure out how to reach out their customers as the channels keep changing. And right now he's betting big on where messaging goes next. Dennis, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Gabe. Nice to be here and look forward to talking to your audience.
Perfect. So let's start a little bit with your origin story, with your background. You have a few different careers in one lifetime. Take me back to the beginning. How did you actually get here?
Yeah, so it's a bit of a long and winding story, as you mentioned. I began my career in public accounting on the audit side, became a CPA. I knew that was not going to be my life's calling and moved over to their corporate finance consulting group, where in the process of that, I helped take a telecom company public here in Dallas, Texas. Thereafter, they then recruited me to be their first investor relations and treasury person after I was there a couple of years. In that role, they moved me into an operating role on the services side of their business. After about 5 years, I wasn't comfortable with the direction of the company, went to the board of directors, and with a partner, I bought out two of the divisions that we were running and started it at our own company called ILD, which we ran for nearly 25 years. At the tail end of that, we did outsource communication services to telecom brands, large and small. One of the things that we did was billing collection services for over 200 customers. And with that, we had a customer care division who would answer questions about their bills. I noticed around 2010, 2011 that people were looking for customer care solutions online. We created that industry's first self-help website, and then saw that they were looking for care through social media. And we developed the first care platform utilizing Radiant6 as our mining engine, which they later sold to Salesforce. And when I saw what people were sharing online through social media, quite frankly, I was actually stunned and saw that there was a meaningful business opportunity to help businesses turn that market intelligence into something that they could utilize. So I bought Social Strategy One out of my previous company, and we launched a SaaS market analytics platform, which we morphed generally into the restaurant industry, and then sold that business in 2018, 2019. And then morphed the business again into a full service digital agency. With that, we help companies large and small identify their audiences, put together their most compelling message, work on why customers should believe their most compelling message, and then what channel should they be reached. I've said for years and years that the first three components of marketing, audience, messaging, and believability, haven't changed in 150 years. And the only thing that's changed is the channel in which we can reach them effectively. And so that's what we do. And then, yes, in the last year, we've launched a company called OrchandLink, which is what we feel the best high-touch RCS messaging platform on the planet, quite frankly. And it dovetails beautifully with Social Strategy One because it allows our customers, once we have a lead generated or somebody interested in their product, to engage through an AI sales agent in a tappable format on the platform that they use most, which is their cell phone. And it's branded, it's much different than a text messaging experience, and we're super excited about it.
That's amazing story. Seems that you have been connecting the dots around marketing and scalability on a consistent way and basically working through your stages, building, selling, scaling different businesses, and now helping other businesses also to scale. I like this phrase that you mentioned, that marketing hasn't changed in 150 years and is more about understanding the new channels, the new technologies, and how to adapt around that. That is basically a great signature. Want to understand a little bit about these new messagings, right? That it's basically what is possible there. What are the capabilities there? What are the plans for deployment in these new messages? Want to know more, right? I am like a core user of WhatsApp. This is something that I use a lot, but want to know, what is coming from your mouth. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously WhatsApp captured the market by making it free. And then, it is a dominant messaging platform in other countries, not quite as big here in the US, but, is in a lot of countries, it is the dominant communication platform. So what we're trying to do, or what we will be doing with OrchardLink is, your source of truth for most companies is their website. They invest a lot in it. They spend a lot of time there. And what I'm telling our partners is we convert your website in essence into your best salesperson, right? So we ask prompting questions and then give people a tappable experience. And what I mean by tappable is you can say, here are our devices. Which one would you like to learn more about? And instead of someone typing out the name of the device or the something that they want, literally they just tap the screen. And in that tap the screen, it then starts answering questions and then prompting them other questions. So it's very conversational in the way that it does that, with the ultimate thing to either prompt them to, if it's a click to buy product, to actually buy the product, or if it's something that still requires a salesperson, prompting them to set an appointment with a salesperson. And what we're seeing in the early returns, just because it's so engaging and it's visual rather than just flat text, what we're seeing is, and again, these are early returns, but I love early returns, where a normal text marketing campaign has about a 15 to 30% click through rate. And then generally somebody that's on your site, it's generally less than 3% takes the action you want them to take to fill out a form or to buy something. We're seeing nearly 10 times that in terms of what people are taking the action we want them to take through this conversational AI messaging platform. And to me, it's twofold of why. One, it's available 24/7, right? You wouldn't believe how many people don't, engage with a brand between 9 to 5 when they're working, but have questions afterwards, right? And if it's something that requires a salesperson, they're waiting then another 12 hours to actually talk to somebody, where we're giving them instant response, right? And it's a unique opportunity in that, quite frankly, it was something that came to me, well, a year and a half ago or so, with a partner that built the largest SMS messaging platform in the country, and said, hey, I have something that's even more exciting. And we decided to partner on it because, as for now going on 6, 7 years, helping companies grow from a digital marketing perspective, I could easily see how bridging the gap between interest and executing, interest and doing what we want them to do, either a click to buy campaign or talk to a salesperson campaign, either direction, bridging that last mile of interest to taking the action we want them to take is always the most difficult. And so, this I think really does a great job of bridging that gap.
That's amazing. Yeah, because sometimes you spend time figuring out which marketing, like a activity or action, will generate the most conversion. In this case, we are talking about a specific, actionable, pretty direct, like a mechanism that engage the consumer from day one. I used to manage, yeah, handle for clients a platform called ManyChat that basically allows you to create like a prompted responses. It was a few years ago, and yeah, the performance was amazing because basically when you focus with a specific audience with a specific need, it helps a lot. What I'm seeing right now is that basically you have this on steroids, right? Because you have the ability of this has these prompted responses, but in an intelligent way, and also having real conversations with the ability to scale to or transfer to a human directly when you need it, right? So basically I can see the value and the ability of this kind of marketing activities to generate growth for companies. When you think about companies that will benefit of this, what kind of company do you feel more like, a product company, service, both?
Yeah, I think it's both, right? I mean, it's we do everything on our phone, right? I mean, we obviously communicate via chat and phone. We shop on that phone. We view entertainment on that phone. Now, the ability to basically have a focused, in essence, AI agent 24/7 that actually can intelligently, as you put it, and obviously AI is such a game changer for so many companies, including OrchardLink, where we don't have to now have to script it. We actually can let these conversations happen in a normal flow. And by doing that, we're able to then accelerate the interest that somebody has in the product or service that we're promoting through this platform. So I don't think it's going to be industry specific. Studies have shown that even typing the word yes in is a barrier to people. But the thing that I love the most that we've kind of developed is actually interpreting the output from our AI conversation to give people tappable experiences.
Yeah. Yeah, because one of the hurdles that I hear from uh, young and experienced, and basically it comes with this exhilarating, journey. So yeah, Dennis has been great, and basically the way that you frame it, the fundamental of marketing hasn't changed. Channel, yes, and basically brands needs to adapt, and will continue shifting, right? Channels, and basically it's part of the thing. AI, using AI, but keeping, human in the center. That's a clear, view from someone who's actually built and sold real companies. Where people can find you and Social Strategy One and Orchard Link. I imagine that on the links, right? And on LinkedIn.
Yep. Yeah. So socialstrategy1.com, and the one is spelled out ONE, and orchardlink.ai. Those are the two websites. And quite frankly, for anybody who might have a question after hearing this, you can get me at Dennis at socialstrategy1.com and I'll respond.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And that's a wrap on this one. Big thanks to Dennis for laying out the 150 years view of marketing and what the AI messaging shift actually looks like on the ground. So if you get something of it, hit subscribe, the thumbs up, and yeah, looking forward to see you on the next episode. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.